D-Ski from D-Ski Grillz back with another product review. And today we will be reviewing two items from Sunterra Outdoors. One of them I paid for, the other one I can't wait to try out for you. I've received from Sunterra Outdoors for purpose of review. So can't wait to show you that one, and that is the paella kit. So the paella kit is a 20-inch paella pan along with the holder or insert to where you remove your V-channel grill grates, and then you seat this, and then the paella pan will go inside of it. So I'll take you outside and show you exactly how to set this up. What we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and season the paella pan as well as the griddle pan that I purchased. Now this is a heavy duty griddle pan. We're going to get this seasoned up. This is perfect for your pancakes, your smash burgers, anything that you want to cook griddle style can go on here. So another accessory from Sunterra Outdoors that I'm excited to get seasoned up and start cooking on. So as always, instead of the cutting board, we will head outside. We will firsthand show you how to get these two accessories installed on the 48-inch Santa Maria grill, and we'll start the seasoning process. So thank you for joining me, and let's get cooking. Okay, YouTube, we are back. So with the Sunterra Outdoors 48-inch, I want to show you how easy it is to change out the accessories. First and foremost, our grease trough, we will have to take that off. So we'll take both of those off. And I'll put them up under the wire basket up under the bottom, or the wire cart. Okay, so from there, you are able to just take off the V-channel grill grates that are in place, and I'll just pick one up. We will take the channels off. They come off very easy. So there's one. Slide it right off, and I'll put it up under the bottom. And we'll do the exact same thing with the other side here. So just raise it up, and off we go. So our V-channel grill grates are now off and they're out of the way. Now we'll bring our other accessories out. Thank you. Okay, so what I have now is the griddle. So I'll show you how easy the griddle pan gets put in place. The griddle pan will just go right on top and seats right in that same spot where the channel was. Okay, griddle pan is in place, no problem at all. Okay, so next I'll go get the paella kit, and we'll show you how that goes. Okay, so next up is, of course, the paella kit. So what we have again is the insert. So I'll put this down for a second. We'll put the insert in place first. Okay, so you see the insert has these cutouts, okay? These cutouts will seat inside of the cutouts that's already in place on the grill. So those channels will seat right there. So let me bring it a little bit closer just to make sure you can see this well. Okay. Okay, so hopefully you see that well. Here is the insert again. I'll take it out with the V channels, with the slots that go right here and line up with your channels in the grill, just like that, seated. All right, and from there you bring your paella pan. And voila, you are cooking paella on the Santa Maria style grill. So again, this setup here, as you can see, you have paella on this side. You could have vegetables going over here if you wanted to have corn or just whatever you wanted to cook. Mushrooms, sauteed mushrooms, it would be your choice. So I'll show you again the functionality of this thing. We'll bring it down right now and go over that some more. So here we are. We are able to lower and raise our grill grate. So we are making paella now. And in the meantime, we lock that in place. Right, that is locked in place. Now we're going to head on over here. And while we're sauteing our mushrooms, or if we are making thin steaks or burgers or whatever, let's bring that on down. So we bring that baby down. Lock her in place. So again, all the different functionalities that you're able to do. But what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and start this grill up and we're gonna go ahead and get both of these accessories seasoned today. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna get this started up. What I did is I poured one whole bag of charcoal in here to do the seasoning in, and so that's what you see down there. I have one solid bag of Kingsford charcoal. I'll raise up the other side real quick. I'm gonna get that lit, and once it gets lit, I'm gonna use grapeseed oil. It's supposed to be a really good oil for seasoning items that you get that you're trying to get clean and cured. So we'll be using grapeseed oil for that. I know I've showed you how to season in the past, but what we'll do is I'll show you the seasoning process, or at least the finished result of seasoning these two items. So I really appreciate you joining me. Stay with me. We'll go ahead and get this stuff fired up and start the seasoning process. Okay, YouTube, so the plan for the griddle as well as the paella, of course, is to get the charcoal lit up under both of these guys and let that heat get up. And then we'll start adding the grapeseed oil to both of the attachments. So let's get it lit first. We'll get started on that. It'll take a while, of course, to get this stuff to ash over, so we'll just get going. No hurry tonight. What I'm going to do is just let these go through their paces. They will burn. I will continue to add more grapeseed oil and coat the paella and the griddle until I get a beautiful varnish color that I love to get on there, and that lets me know everything is cured and clean. So that's what I'm doing now. We're getting both of these guys lit. We'll let this charcoal do what it needs to do, and that means heating up. And we'll check back with you in a little bit. Once we get to that point, I'll go ahead and bring these down. They'll go dead on top of these hot coals and let it start cooking all the impurities off of the griddle and the paella pan. So stay with me. So YouTube, we'll be using some good old-fashioned grapeseed oil to do this cleaning or seasoning of both of these items that we have today. This grapeseed oil I purchased off Amazon, but you know, grapeseed oil has a very, very high smoke point. It's really good for seasoning items, so I couldn't wait to get this here. Showed up yesterday. Just a regular type dispenser where you can just squeeze it on. So that will be what we do with this stuff. We'll just squeeze it on in place. It's really thicker. It's going to do a good job here. And I'll put some also on the paella pan, as you can see. And then it'll just be a matter of me getting my rag out, and I will start rubbing this stuff in. And then when I bring it down, and then the heat will start cooking off all the impurities. And it's just kind of like sauteing, if you will, but you're seasoning your grill, getting it healthy and getting it ready to start throwing your food on. So we'll add more and more of this oil throughout the process as we continue with the seasoning. What I'm going to do now, YouTube, is start bringing down both of the accessories. We have a long way before the fire is truly where I want it, because of course I want these things ashed over and burning really, really hot. But in the meantime, I might as well go ahead and bring down the grill grates on both of these and let them go ahead and start getting heated up. So that's what you'll see me do now. And we'll do the same thing for the paella kit as well. Now, again, remember, these oils, we're going to start heating up. We'll start smearing this oil all over and letting it start cooking. Now, also the coals, once the coals get ashed over, I'm going to spread them out because I want the coals to be lined up everywhere here to make sure they're catching and seasoning the entire surface of both of these accessories. So that's the plan. We'll just continue on now, let them go ahead and ash over, do their thing, and then we'll start spreading out the grapeseed oil. Okay, YouTube, we are back, and what I'm going to do is just go ahead. We are still waiting and probably have at least 20 minutes to go before these coals ash over. What I wanted to do is go ahead and spread my grapeseed oil. So this is what you see me doing now. I want to go ahead and get a coat over the entire griddle. Let me get that really, really good. And the same thing applies to the paella pan. So This stuff is really thick, so like I said, it truly holds up to heat. It's going to be a really good agent for burning off all of the impurities on both of these accessories. So that's spread out pretty good. We'll do the same thing on the paella pan too. All right, so the paella pan is already starting to warm up a little bit. We have that direct heat on it. So what I'm doing is the same thing here. Just spreading that grapeseed oil around so it can start baking and cooking off the machine grease and things like that that are used to make these awesome items for us to use. You know, I mean, somebody has to cut these things. Got to use cutting oils and all sorts of cool machining things. Those cool machining things need to be cooked off. That's what we're doing today. So I wanted to show you that. I have the grapeseed oil spread it very, very well, I would think, on both of these items. And we'll just let the coals continue to do their thing and start ashing over. And I'll come back and check with you in a bit. Okay, YouTube, we are getting in a very, very good point now in the process of the logs are starting to ash over well. The oak logs helped out a lot. Okay, so now we are kicking really good. We will start moving some of these unlit coals over because I want everything fiery and going really, really well. But I'm gonna also, in the meantime, start cleaning and wiping these areas because that's the whole thing. I mean, this thing is getting really hot already. Yeah, I can feel the heat. Yeah, it's getting there. So we'll start scrubbing and cleaning during this process. That's what I like to do when I'm seasoning my accessories. I like to clean them and scrub them during that process. So let me get the scrub brush. Okay, YouTube, we are about 20 minutes in. Look at the smoke. Look what we're getting in. This is great. This is what you want. Our paella pan is getting hot. And it is starting to get clean and cured right now. So what I'll do now is I'll come on back with some more grapeseed oil and we will keep this process going. Okay, YouTube, we are a few hours in. It is time to go ahead and wipe this layer off. As you can see, look at the buildup. Gonna do that again. Get that cleaned up, and then we'll add more oil again. So this is my process, and I continue to do that throughout because I understand that once it builds up and it starts burning clean, I mean, you know you're where you need to be. But look at that. We're getting there. Okay. All right, let's check on the griddle side now. All right, there's our griddle. We'll do the exact same thing there and go ahead and try to get a layer of that soot off. Look at that. Yeah. I tell you what though, it is getting clean really, really well though. This is going good. continue this process again. What I'm gonna do now is add more grapeseed oil and continue the cleaning and baking process. Cleaning and baking. Right on down the line. Okay. It is cooking well. Here's our grapeseed oil. And we'll do more oil on our paella pan as well. And more oil. Okay, check back with you guys in about another hour or so. We'll let this stuff keep on cooking and baking in. Thanks for staying with me. Okay, YouTube, so that is it. We have added another layer of the grapeseed oil. I have been cleaning it off, and you can see now we're getting less and less of the buildup, and that's because we are pretty much done. These pans are clean. The grapeseed oil worked really, really well as a seasoning agent. So I'll let this continue on baking and cooking in until all of the coals end up dying out, okay? Same thing you can see here on the griddle. The griddle looks really, really well. It's come a long way now. Same thing, it's clean for the most part. We are still basting and moving the oil around, but ultimately it has already cleaned it. And this is why, again, it is so clean. This is why this oil is not black and dirty anymore, because we have cleaned the surface and it is ready to cook on. Look out for future cooks, one for the griddle and one for the paella, and we will continue on doing some awesome cooks on both of these accessories. I want to thank Sunterra Outdoors for sending this paella kit, and I can't wait to do traditional paella on this accessory. I also want to thank them for selling this awesome griddle that I will be doing some great cooking on in the future. So if you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. And remember, at D-Ski Grillz, grilling is not a pastime, it's a passion. You enjoy the rest of your day, YouTube. Thanks for joining me.